it's Angela from Prettify Your Life. I got my ceiling painted and now I am going to work on the chalkboard, the family chalkboard calendar. You probably have seen it on Pinterest, and my husband sweetly taped off my calendar using a laser level and some frog tape last night, and I'm going to start painting it today. It has 6 rows of 7, the top row being for the days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. And the rest are for the month. And then the bottom long one is for our memory verse that our family will work on for that week. So, and I'm thinking about putting a bench underneath. So, first of all, like I said, he taped off the squares, so 10 by 10 squares with frog tape. And then I saw on Kitchen Cousins a long time ago, a painter said to tape off what you're going to paint and then put a thin coat of polyurethane over that to seal the edges and then paint so that the paint doesn't bleed under the tape, which I wanted to do. But then my husband at Lowe's saw this frog tape kit and for textured surfaces, because our walls are a bit textured. And so you tape it off, you dampen a cloth, and then you just apply, this has a brush tip, you apply the liquid here, paint block, along your tape. And as you can see where I've applied it. And then you wait 15 minutes for it to dry, and then your paint is supposed to not leak underneath the tape. So I will be everybody's guinea pig and we will see if this actually works. I hope so. That would be very exciting because I really don't want to have to touch up. I don't normally use painter's tape when I paint walls. I just cut in with a really good brush. I find painter's tape to be more of a hassle than it's worth, but that's just my opinion. But with this kind of detailed work, I needed it. So let's hope this frog tape liquid paint blocker does the trick. So after this dries, the 15 minutes, I'm going to start painting it with the chalkboard paint. Okay. Hey everyone, as you can see, I've got the first coat of chalkboard paint on. I am using Valspar chalkboard paint I got at Lowe's for $10. Like with most painting, however, it's going to require at least 2 coats. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about this project because, you know, it kind of really needs to look good. It's in my breakfast area for everybody to see. The squares need to be crisp, so I really hope that paint block works. So I'm going to wait for this first coat to dry and then I'll put on a second coat. Okay, I applied 2 coats of the Valspar chalkboard paint, and using also the frog tape and liquid paint block method, and it turned out really, really good. I highly recommend it, and I got really good edges, so I'm really happy with that. And now I'm going to apply the vinyl days of the week up at the top. I'm just going to do the S, M, TW, etc. This is totally Pinterest inspired. Not all of my ideas are original ideas, but I, like you, get inspired from other crafters, and our family really needs a calendar. We've got a lot going on, so I'm excited about it. And let's get to the next step. Okay, I finished. I cut the letters out using white vinyl. I thought about using aqua, but I didn't have the right color of vinyl, and I honestly just didn't want to wait. I wanted to get this project done. My girls are looking forward to using this calendar, so I used my Cricut and the Cherry Limeade cartridge. The letters are on all caps using the shadow block, and they're 8 3/4 inches tall. And then down here, my girls have to memorize memory verses every week for school, and this was at 1.5, also with the shadow block, not in all caps though. and so they can write their memory verse down at the bottom. I do plan to maybe put a low bench underneath as well for some storage. And the reason I offset memory verse a little bit is because I am going to have some curtain panels, which I know will probably block some of the first column, and that's just kind of the way it's going to have to be. I wanted the whole calendar centered, so that's why the memory verse is offset. Once again, that's white vinyl. I get my most of my vinyl at signwarehouse.com. This was an easy project, but it was kind of a time-consuming project, but I know we're going to get a lot of use out of it. Again, you can see a lot of examples on Pinterest. That's where I got mine, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I would note that the vinyl is not necessarily the easiest to put onto a surfaced, like a textured wall. So it requires a little bit of patience because it still wants to lift even when you're transferring it with transfer tape. If I liked the way I painted freehand, I would probably paint it. I guess you could use a stencil, but I like how quick vinyl is and uniform. So I hope that inspires you. I'm excited about it, and this is definitely the boldest thing I've done on one of my main walls in my house, but I think it's really a really cool, it's kind of a cool accent piece as well, but it's also functional, and the whole family is involved in it. So hope that helps. Hope that gives you some ideas for your house. Thanks a lot.